This is the sound of the South, not the one you read in textbooks, but the one passed down in rhythm, on horseback, and through dance. For generations, black cowboys have carved out a place in the American story, even when history tried to write them out. And across the Carolinas, Texas, and beyond, black line dancers have turned movement into unity and sidewalks into stages. Today, these traditions are rising again, not just on dirt roads and dance floors, but in our screens. Social media became the new frontier, a digital saddle, a cultural megaphone. This is the story of how legacy, once hidden, found a way to ride into the future. The Black Trail Ride is more than horses and highways. It's a legacy of resilience, rhythm, and cultural power that rise through generations. Long before hashtags and viral clips, there were black cowboys, men and women who worked in the land, drove cattle, and shaped the American West. After emancipation, nearly 1 in 4 cowboys was African American. They were ranch hands, drovers, and skilled riders. Yet their names were written out of the Western story. But the culture never disappeared. In the 1940s and 50s, black Creole and Southern families in Louisiana and East Texas began hosting what would become the first modern trail rides, weekend gatherings, where riders came together to share stories, music, and a deep sense of belonging. These weren't just about riding horses. They were about reclaiming identity, about dancing to Zydeco music, sharing home-cooked food, and teaching the next generation how to ride with pride. In the 1970s and 80s, trail ride clubs formed, waving their own flags and building a movement that stretched across the South. From Texas to South Carolina, black riders gathered not just to ride, but to celebrate a culture that refused to be forgotten. And now, in the age of TikTok and Instagram, a new generation is saddling up. Young riders post their boots, their rides, their dances, turning local history into global inspiration. The trail ride lives on, not just on country roads, but in every step, every beat, and every story shared online. This is more than a tradition. This is Black legacy. These traditions grew across Louisiana and East Texas. Zydeco music, a Creole blend of blues, accordion, and Afro-Caribbean rhythms, became the heartbeat of many trails and rides. It's the sound of survival, joy, and resistance, echoing across the open land. Indigenous powwows celebrated gatherings and include music, drums, and ceremonial dancing. Latin cabalgatas, group horseback rides rooted in Mexican and Latin America culture, often tied to festivals and regional pride, and Zydeco, positioned as Black Southern cultural music parallel, highlighted and shared expressions through the rhythm and the movement, and that's how these are all tied together. TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook have transformed trail rides and line dancers from regional traditions to global phenomena. Riders live stream their saddles, steppers post synchronized routines, and hashtags like Black Cowboy and Line Dance Therapy allow cultural traditions to trend beyond the South. Social media have become a virtual trail ride, a space where traditions meets innovation. What began as survival and self-expression has become movement of joy, identity, and reclamation. Whether on horseback or in synchronized steps, Black Southern communities are dancing their history forward. Through each clip, each beat, and each shared pulse, they remind us that the trail is still alive and the rhythm lives on. TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook have transformed trail rides into dances from regional traditions to global phenomena. Riders live stream their saddles, steppers post synchronized routines, and hashtags like Black Boy Joy and Line Dance Therapy allow cultural traditions to trend beyond the South. Social media has become a virtual trail ride, a space where tradition meets innovation. Despite its cultural impact, Black trail riding and line dancing companies often face financial and media neglect. Compared to mainstream rodeos or Western festivals, these groups receive little sponsorship, limited venue access, and minimal press. Yet they continue to self-fund, organize, and grow, often powered by grassroots support and community pride.
In the meantime, between time, we gon' shake it on time. Check it out now. We gon' go to church right here, y'all. Clap it up now. They don't like it, but I'ma keep on stepping. Shit, they don't like it, but I'ma keep on stepping. Come on, let's go. What we doing? Let's go. Hey. Line 'em up. Let's go. We got you bringing them through.
This video was created solely for educational and cultural purposes. All external media clips, music, and images are used under the principles of fair use in accordance with Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act, which allows limited use for commentary, criticism, research, teaching, and scholarship. The content honors and highlights the historical and cultural significance of Black trail riding, line dancing, and Zydeco music, as well as parallels with indigenous and Latin equestrian conditions. Every effort was made to credit original creditors and sources were available. This project is not for commercial use or public monetization. No copyright infringement is intended.